Hey, what's up, guys?
It is fight time. Anthony Joshua making his way to the ring right now in Diriyah. I think it's pronounced Diriyah, Saudi Arabia. It's a rainy night there. Who figured that would happen? This is just it's a crazy weird atmosphere. I got my hot toddy right here, by the way.
Your Christmas cup.
In my Christmas cup, my ho 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 Christmas cup. Thank you to Tiffany. But yeah, man. So no alcohol, right? No alcohol at all there at the event. All fight. I mean, it's Saudi Arabia. There's no alcohol, period, unless you're one of the people that is running the show over there. Of course, they have alcohol at their parties and stuff, but for everyone else, no alcohol, right? So they said there's 4,000 British fans there, and usually 4,000 British fans is enough to light up any venue. You know what I'm saying? That 4,000 British fans is loud. But there, it's just such an odd kind of atmosphere. No alcohol, nothing like that. I've only seen a couple of women in the crowd, and they were fighters' wives, or they worked for DAZN. So it's a very different, unique crowd. If you think about it, man, DAZN has given us two very unique crowds over the last month or so, right? With the KSI Logan Paul thing, and now with this. So it's kind of interesting. Hey man, heavyweight fights have been all around the world throughout the history of boxing. So I think that this is just kind of another page in that chapter. I kind of like the interesting atmosphere. I think it's going to be something that's unique and memorable. So, all right, AJ has made his way out of the locker room. He's standing just before the entranceway into the arena here. They got a cool light show going, all kinds of lasers and shit. Pretty badass. In the British colors, I like that. The red, white, blue, it's the same colors for us in the US of A. By the way, guys, salute. This is my hot toddy right here. I'm about to finish this first one, so we'll have to move on to something else. Man, we got you guys from all over the world watching this. That's awesome. Goodfellas says he's so nervous he's been farting all day. Hey, man, we all have things that happen to us when we get nervous. Some of us, we shake a little bit or sweat. You fart a lot. Hey, I hope you don't get nervous at work. That might be awkward. Chris S., we already got a super chat. Chris S., thank you so much, man. What a great super chat. Shit, let me see if I can get your question up here. He says, hey, Mike, good stuff. Keep it up. The most interesting thing to see will be the statement AJ makes in the first 4 minutes, or I think he meant 4 rounds. He looks like he wants to make a statement, but he could show jitters when it starts. I completely agree, Chris. That's a great comment, great super chat. Thank you so much, my man. Look, AJ looks to me like he has a good sweat. He looks very focused and confident to me. That's what I see. He looked very warmed up and loose in the locker room to me. So far, so good from him. Of course, he's going to be nervous early on. Who wouldn't be? I mean, not only is this coming off his first loss, but it's a knockout loss. And man, you think about it, there's potentially hundreds of millions of dollars at stake. Not just millions. I'm talking potentially hundreds of millions. Don't laugh at that. Because if he wins, and then Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury are probably going to do a trilogy. Don't shoot the messenger, but that's what's going to happen there. But the winner of that trilogy, which will be Wilder, that was sneaky smart by making that first fight a draw, by the way, because then they can get 2 Ws for Wilder and justify a rubber match. That's what they're going to do. Anyway, Wilder eventually in 2022, 2021, 2022, a fight between him and AJ is huge, and they could do a fight series that could make them that kind of money. So Victorious with a super chat pledge. Thank you very, very much. Salute. He says, my heart says AJ, my head, I want to make sure I got that right. My head says Ruiz. Well, my man, you are not unlike many people that I see predicting this fight. I see a lot of people, even a lot of people from the UK. You guys from the UK are saying the same thing, man. Like, I want to see my home countrymen do it, but I have a feeling Ruiz is going to do it. I got a feeling that AJ is going to turn the tide here and win. Yesterday after the weigh-in, I was thinking, oh man, AJ is going to knock him out, late stoppage, TKO or something. I still do think that's possible, but the safe bet, if you were actually a betting man, the safe bet would be AJ decision. So AJ's in the ring, by the way. Ruiz is now up to the entrance part of the arena, and he's got this super light show going. And of course, he's got the colors of the Mexican flag, even though he's American, but he's a Mexican-American. I get it. So he's going to rep the Mexican flag, not the American one, which I understand. I get it. I don't want to start no controversies. Some people might be offended by that, but you guys got to understand that's his heritage. He's Mexican. So he's going to rep that Mexican flag. Coming to the ring now. He looks pretty relaxed. Both these guys look pretty relaxed and ready to go. It looks like the rain stopped because he had a hood on. He just pulled his hood back. So that tells me the rain stopped here. Everyone looks pretty dry. There is a lot of ponchos in the crowd. It's nothing like that monsoon that we had that one time at StubHub. Do you remember that? That monsoon? I mean, that was crazy, and I didn't have a poncho. Let's see here. Ruiz into the ring. Both men are in the ring. And it's a big ring. And guess who that benefits? Think about it. AJ. So I think the referee benefits AJ. The ring size benefits AJ. He's got all the benefits here. All right. Let's see. They're doing a tail of the tape right now. Yeah, we already know this. It is crazy to look at the weight difference. It's just almost a 40-pound weight difference. Oh, what am I saying? It's almost a 50-pound weight difference. Yet one guy's 4 inches taller. Crazy. Piglet Smith was asking, is there a standard ring size regulation? No. It depends on jurisdiction, but there's like a few different sizes you can choose from. Some jurisdictions say, hey, for a heavyweight fight or a fight over this weight, you got to have this size ring or whatever. But most, no, there is none. It's like a range. You can't have an 8-foot ring, so there is a range there. But this is the biggest you'll see. I think it's like 20 feet, something like that. Yeah, AJ to me looks like he's got a good sweat. He does look nervous, actually. They just showed a close-up of him. He looks a little nervous. He does look, but man, he's going to be tight. Let's see. So what do you got? Yeah, what are your guys' predictions? Tiff, was that you? Just what were you saying? Late rounds?
The Joshua late round TKO, though I'm hoping Ruiz can pull it off.
So Tiff's opposite of you guys. Her heart is with Ruiz, but she thinks AJ is going to pull it off. So that's opposite of what a lot of you guys say. Piglet Smith says, Alexander Usyk's win over Michael Hunter looking pretty good. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that win's looking good because he clearly decisively defeated Michael Hunter, right? Michael Hunter's gone up now. He's really a cruiserweight that fights at heavyweight, and he's fought well now against top 10 heavyweights. He had a draw today with Povetkin. A lot of people feel that Michael Hunter did a little bit more and deserved the victory. I've saw a few people out there that felt Povetkin deserved it. I was cool with the draw. But yeah, that win is looking so good right now. It's going to continue to age well for Usyk. And what number fight was that for Usyk? Was that even his 15th fight when he fought Michael Hunter? I don't think so. That's just a good looking win for him, man. Dillian White looked really fat tonight. Really fat. They're showing some highlights from his fight.
Shaming.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to fat shame. I was worried that he might sit on his butt, during that layoff when UCAD screwed him, but it looks like that's what he did, unfortunately. He needs to get his ass in better shape. I'd like to see him tighten up a little bit. For some reason right now, DAZN is showing the 9th round. Why wouldn't you show... What the hell just happened?
Go back to the regular.
I'm going to go back to the English thing, because on the Spanish one, that doesn't make any damn sense. They were showing the 9th round between White and Vach. I don't know why the Spanish feed did that. Anyway, switching over to the English feed. My English feed keeps freezing up. That's why I clicked over to the Spanish feed, because the Spanish feed's always perfect for me. I'm sorry, I couldn't see your name, but somebody was just asking Andrew Galata versus Anthony Joshua. Shit. First man to land right there wins. Ask me that after this fight. I want to see how AJ responds to this. Because I don't know, man. I think Andrew Galata is a meaner, nastier dude, obviously. He's a tough guy. Andrew Galata is a real dude from the streets. And look, I get, people say, yeah, AJ had this life of crime. He was doing little petty teenage bullshit. He wasn't a criminal, guys. It's not like he was this street dude who cleaned himself up. He was messing up with his teenage friends like everybody did. Andrew Gallardo's the real deal with that. But man, he could get broken up in a fight mentally. And we don't know yet if AJ does. So Gail Falkenthal says, Joshua looks like a bundle of nerves. Yeah, Gail, he looks nervous to me. He does look loose, like he's warmed up. He's got a little sweat on him, a little glisten. There goes my English feed freezing up already. Let's switch back to the Spanish feed. I have a feeling I'm going to do this 800 times during the show. Okay, now we're going through 500 national anthems. Jesus Christ. I swear, it's going to be half an hour from when I started this video to when the actual fight starts. Used to be back in the day, man, that they would get the national anthems out of the way early on and get right to it with the main event. Canada Chris says, DAZN's Canada feed is perfect so far. Huh? It might be where I'm at, dude. I'm in the South. I'm in Atlanta. So maybe the technology isn't as good here. It's not as clear. I don't know. But I will say this. 9 times out of 10, my DAZN stream and my ESPN Plus stream are awesome. 9 times out of 10. So,
We're just having problems today.
yeah, there's just issues today with our network, which really sucks. We just switched back to the English feed. Because as soon as I said the Spanish feed is perfect, it froze up. Because, thank you, God. That means God's watching the show. So, hey, cool. Yeah, AJ looks a little tight. Chris says he's been having lots of screen freezing in Miami. Yeah. Gail says, Mother Nature sure as hell is watching with the rain. Yep. Canada Chris, want me to take over? Yeah, man. Take over, Canada Chris.
Maybe Jesus is saying don't put fights in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, maybe. We got to mic you up. If you're going to be over there chiming in, we got to mic you up. You got to grab the other mic and plug it in over here. It's upstairs in my office. Yeah, I will say this. Andy Ruiz, he's got a little bit of nerves too. But AJ definitely is working through some more nerves. I mean, you can see his face is tight. Just froze again. Okay.
No, Mafia friends fix this.
Yeah, my Mafia friends fix this. Yeah. They're not watching this fight.
Let the Irishman fix this.
The Irishman. By the way, I watched The Irishman last night. Oh, we finished it. We actually broke it up into 2 nights. We watched The Irishman last night. So let me know if you guys want to see me do a review of that movie.
So the screen was freezing. Kevin Frey said the screen was freezing in the undercard in New Hampshire, but it's okay now. So it's not just us.
So there's a bunch of you guys. It seems like everybody, someone was saying restart a device. We have restarted. We just restarted right before we went live. That's why we went live a little bit later than I had originally scheduled it. So it's just, it sounds to me like it's an East Coast thing. Everyone I've talked to on the West Coast says it's great. So North and South, on the East Coast, people, it seems, are having issues with their stream, but it is what it is. A couple of you guys are asking for a link. I can't give you a link to the fight. Get DAZN or find an illegal stream. That's not what we're doing here. This is a fight party. We're watching the fight together. We're judging. We're going to score the fight together. All right, so finally we're getting to the actual fighter introductions from Michael Buffer. We got a shout out from Vegas. Chris Bergen says whiskey shots. Well, we did a hot toddy, Chris. That's whiskey with hot water, basically. Or did you put lemon in there too?
There's lemon and a pinch of honey.
Lemon, a pinch of honey. We got up this morning, Tiff and I. We did a 3-mile run, and it was like in the 40s out. So it was a little cold, breathing in that cold air, which is good. It makes you work harder. We ran in the hills. One hill was over 1,100 feet high. So that kind of, altitude up and down, that's a good run. So we thought this would feel good, a hot toddy. But we can move on to shots. I'm never going to say no to a shot. TJ saying, just turn around the camera. Dude, I get that comment 50 times with every one of these videos. You guys really, $20, you could watch this fight and you get DAZN for a month. I'm not trying to sell DAZN to you, but I'm sure there's got to be some kind of free stream out there for this, right? There always is. All right, so they're announcing Andy Ruiz now. He's still got his T-shirt on, by the way. Still wearing. Oh, look, there is a woman in the crowd. It's Canelo's girlfriend. That's the only woman I've seen in the crowd so far.
Is that a baby mom or is that just?
I think it's the new girlfriend.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah. AJ finally took his shirt off. Oh, I'm sorry. Ruiz took his shirt off. AJ hasn't taken his shirt off yet. It must be a little cold in there.
He's so fat.
Look, for those of you saying Ruiz looks slimmer than the first fight, you're full of shit. He was keeping his shirt on this whole time. Ruiz is bigger. He's bigger. Romanian Mike, 0 ring card girls. Yes. No ring card girls tonight, no alcohol. I've never seen a boxing match like that. Yeah, AJ dried up, man. AJ was a little sweat in the locker room, but now in the ring, he's dried up. But so is Ruiz. It must just be cool out there. All right, we're starting finally. Center of the ring. A jab and a hook. Another jab from Ruiz. Nice jabs from Ruiz. Decent jab. Wow, AJ looks smaller. Holy shit, I haven't seen him look this skinny since the Olympics almost. Nice jab to the body from AJ. His right hand has not left. Oh, it dropped a little bit right there for half a second, but my extreme just froze. We'll switch back to English and hope that one isn't frozen. There we go. Hopefully I don't miss anything important while the stream freezes and we have to keep switching back and forth. Right now, AJ doing exactly what he needs to do. For Ruiz, he needs to be throwing punches. He's not throwing enough punches. He's missing right now, Ruiz. He just threw a jab and missed. Ruiz has to punch in these early rounds. Anthony Joshua really doesn't. He needs to pump out a jab, but that's about it. So far, it's pretty much just been jabs from each guy. Wow, AJ threw in a nice straight right hand to the body. Nice shot from him. This is exactly how he should have fought the first fight. Just made Ruiz miss again. AJ missed the jab there. Ruiz is definitely fatter than is he not? He's definitely fatter than he was in the first fight. I'm not trying to beat up on the guy, but it's clear he's bigger than he's not a lot, but he's clearly put on, maybe he's put on some muscle, but he's also put on some fat. It's very evident.
So fat.
Nice jab there from AJ that stopped Ruiz as he jabbed. So far, this is a clear Anthony Joshua round. Landed another jab, AJ did. Pumping it out there. And he hooked off the jab. What did I say on the breakdown? He just threw a right hand. He shouldn't have did that. AJ just threw a right hand and missed, but he kept his distance, which was good. But I wouldn't do shit until the 5th round. But he's jabbing and hooking off the jab. I'd like to see him spin Ruiz more. Ruiz has he thrown 10 punches in this round? He needs to throw many more punches. This is not the game plan. Unless he might just be taking this first round to see what AJ's doing. Let's see if Ruiz comes out in the second round more aggressive. I'd like to see that from him. He might just be playing possum a little bit. Great jab there from AJ. Snapped Ruiz's head back. Joshua looks really good right now. Really good. Nice hook off the jab again from AJ. Jab to the body that missed. Ruiz is just standing there in front of him. Ruiz just threw a right hand that missed. AJ just landed a right hand that landed and cut Ruiz. Anthony Joshua just cut Ruiz over his left eye with a right hand punch. It was not from a headbutt. Referee Louis Pabon better not screw that up. That was from a punch. Big first round, huge statement from Anthony Joshua in that first round. And all of you guys all week that were giving me shit for my prediction and saying Ruiz is going to blow out AJ in 2 or 3 rounds, I hope you guys don't disappear tomorrow if it doesn't go your way. Because so far, it's playing out the way I told you it would. Although I expected more from Ruiz early, I got to say. Great right hand from AJ. Outstanding. I wonder how many people on Twitter scored this round for Ruiz. There's got to be a few of them. Okay, so I don't know what Sergio Mora is saying. Sergio Mora probably scored it 10 rounds, 10 points each. Probably had it a draw. Yeah, Andrew, exactly. Yeah, so AJ got on the right hand, turned it over just at the end of the punch, and that little twist, that little torque, cut that eye. So Ruiz is cut right now, doesn't look very good, but let's see if he comes out more aggressive in that second round. Again, maybe he took that first round just to upload some information. He's definitely busier so far early in this second round. AJ fighting a perfect fight right now. Still needs to keep that right hand up a little bit better, I think. But really looking good here early on. Ruiz not punching. So, if it continues to play out this way, I'm going to have a lot to say about this fight. Good double jab from Ruiz, and both of those jabs landed and snapped AJ's head back. That was the best moment right there of the fight so far for Ruiz. AJ responded pretty well, though. Good jab there from AJ. We're about a minute into the second round. So this is kind of the pace this fight's going to be, man. It's not going to be rock'em sock'em robots. Another right hand right on the cut from AJ. Busted the cut right back open. It was stopped. He just reopened the cut. Smart move. Jab landed by AJ too. He's looking great. Ruiz looks like shit. Yeah, Ruiz just had AJ in the corner kind of and just stood there, didn't punch. I don't know what he's waiting for here. He's got to go for it, man. The deeper into the fight, the deeper rounds that we go into the fight, that's bad for Ruiz. Left hook landed from AJ, but Ruiz countered and almost landed with his counter. Anthony Joshua cannot get overconfident. He can't get stupid here. He just tried to hook again off the jab. I told you guys to do that. Robbie Patterson, I remember you told me on Facebook that was a mistake and you told me you wouldn't do it. I hope you show up. Just froze up again. Back to the Spanish feed we go. Jesus. AJ just tried a right hand there, missed, and clinched.
Is he cut?
AJ? Yeah. It looks like either AJ's cut. Yeah, cut from a headbutt it looks like. So now we have a cut from AJ over the left eye. When he went in to clinch, their heads collided, and that cut him. So now that might give Ruiz some life here. That was a tactical error, I thought, from AJ. He threw a right hand when he didn't need to, lunged in, and went to clinch and just slammed his head into Andy. I mean, Andy went up with his head. It happens. So now both guys are cut. However, one's from a punch, one's from a headbutt. But that definitely woke Andy Ruiz up a little bit. He's definitely looking a little more invigorated since he saw that cut. Andy just landed a little short, kind of 45 left hook. AJ dropped his right hand again. So AJ having a nervous moment here in this second round. He still won the round easily, but definitely a nervous moment there in the closing seconds of that round for him. Now let's see what they do in the corner. We're 2 rounds in. It's 20-18 Anthony Joshua. If you have any other score, you're a moron. Yeah, I'm just going to say that. Oh, you know what? He's not cut.
Oh, he's not?
Hold on.
Yeah, he is.
He is. Okay, he's cut.
Yeah.
His cut isn't as bad because it looks closed up right now. They're just showing a close up there and they're sealing that up. It looks like. By the way, Steve Kim Steve, he's such a genius. He talked about this earlier in the week. Andy Ruiz and his team did not want to pay the extra money for a good cut man, a very, very high-end cut man. They wanted to save money. They got a cheaper cut man. That could play a role in this fight. Yo, you know what, guys? Oh, no, okay, that was the double jab. They're showing the replays. I'm trying to see if we could see. Both guys landed the left hook. I was hoping they'd show when the cut happened, but they didn't. I still think the cut was from a headbutt. So is Andy Ruiz cut man, the guy that they got at a discount rate, is he going to be able to help out with his cut? We'll see. Andy Ruiz is starting this third round way busier. He's thrown a couple of combinations early on. AJ hasn't done anything yet. AJ moving a lot, but he looks in shape. Pumping out a jab here, but these aren't landing. Right now, Ruiz is moving his head much better. Ruiz just landed a nice jab to the body. Ruiz looking good in this third round. Real good so far. We're about 30 seconds in. He's winning this round so far. Another jab to the body from Ruiz. And that's how he set up some of the combos in that first fight. They're in the center of the ring here. Oh, God damn it, it froze again. Are you kidding me? We need to count the freezes. Ruiz just threw a combo that missed, but AJ didn't answer. So right now, I think Ruiz is winning this third round. We're about halfway through. Curious how you guys are seeing this third round. Yeah, Chris S., good comment. He said AJ is nervous now. Yeah, he looked so good in that first round, and then toward the end of that second round, when that headbutt happened, and I don't know, man, maybe the headbutt hurt him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You can get hurt from a headbutt. Total shift in momentum, the cut. Yeah, I agree with you, Chris. It's not that Ruiz is really having a big moment here. He's just done a little more work in this third round. The pace is actually slowed here. We got a minute left in the third round. It's up for grabs, but to me, Ruiz has done the better work. So this will be a little shift in the fight here if he can close this round out. They're both just posturing right now. Neither guy really punching a lot. But I will say, I think AJ is expending more energy here because he's moving a lot more. Ruiz is just stalking. Interesting fight, man. So AJ is making Ruiz miss a little bit here, but he's not making him pay. Good jab from AJ, there it was. But that's not enough to win the round. Good body shot from AJ, a left hook to the body there. Yeah, I would be tapping this dude to the body all day. So this third round was close because Andy Ruiz did nothing for the last 2 minutes of the round, and AJ actually closed the round pretty well. I still am going to edge it to Ruiz, but there might be people out there that give that round to AJ. But I think Ruiz won it. I got a 2-1 AJ after 3 rounds. What do you guys have? Is it time for another beverage, baby?
What exactly do you want?
We could do a shot. I probably should get a water too. That was a close round. Canada Chris has a 3-0. Okay. I ain't mad at you, man.
What?
If you were going to give a round to Ruiz, it's that third round. But you know what? That might be one I have to watch again. Keep in mind, halfway through that third round, my freaking stream cut out. Gail has him had 3 rounds to 0. Okay. Chris has a 3 rounds to 0. Guys, you know what?
I say 3-0.
3-0. Tiffany has it. Dago has a 2-1 AJ. That's how I officially have it right now. But full disclosure, Chris Charles has a 2-1. Okay, a few of you guys agree with me. Okay.
What do you want?
A shot of something and a water.
I'm gonna have to go upstairs.
Okay. All right, 4th round is underway. So Chris Mannix of DAZN has it 3-0 for AJ. Okay. Again, keep in mind, my stream cut out in that 4th round, which really sucks. All right, a lot of just, okay. They got close right there, and AJ immediately clinched, which was smart. That's what he needs to do. And Luis Pabon immediately breaking him up and warning him. I don't know why you have to warn him. That wasn't egregious. So this big ring is absolutely playing into AJ's game plan because he's moving a lot, moving backward a lot. So this ring size is absolutely helping him.
Is it a different ring size?
It's a big ring, yeah. Man, a minute into this 4th round, neither guy's done much, but AJ's done a little bit more with his jab. So he's winning this 4th round. Ruiz should have thrown 3 times the amount of punches he's thrown. AJ just missed with the right hand. However, he landed a really crisp left jab that snapped Ruiz's head back pretty badly. So halfway through the 4th round, AJ's up in this round. Brian Kenny gives Ruiz credit for landing a jab there, but he really didn't. He was kind of glancing. All right, we ready to do this? AJ moving well. Oh, we can do it right now. All right, we'll do it at the end of this round. AJ missed with another right hand there. So Ruiz is getting under AJ's right hands, and he just doesn't need to be throwing that punch yet. He should be jabbing more and hooking more. I also think he could get it done with an uppercut. Andy Ruiz is wide open for uppercuts. I'd like to see that right hand to the body or to the chest from AJ, because the shots to the head are not landing for him with the right hand. All right, 40 seconds left in this fourth round. Ruiz tried a little right hand there. There's nothing on it. It missed. Good jab to the body from Ruiz. A little stick to the body. AJ was on the ropes, and Ruiz let him off. Nice jab from AJ. Nice right hand from AJ. This fight is going exactly... Oh, nice hook from AJ. Uppercut from AJ. What did I tell you? Just missed a hook there. Got too aggressive. Got too aggressive. But because he had been softening Ruiz up, he didn't pay for it. But AJ is missing some shots here. He doesn't need to get too aggressive. A big right overhand right from Ruiz lands to the side of AJ's head. He just went for it again and missed. A right hand to the back of the head from Ruiz. Wow, so Ruiz landed a couple of shots to the back of the head, but it didn't do anything to AJ. So 3-1 AJ, you can make an argument 4-0 AJ so far. There we go. 4-0 AJ. What is this, babe?
You tell me. Drink it and come.
I can't tell. Salute. Oh, tequila. Salute. Some tequila shot, guys. Salute. For my my Chicago shot glass here with Al Capone on it. Nice. So the crowd got a little crazy when Ruiz landed some of those overhand shots, like to the back of the head, to the side of the head, but it really didn't do anything. But man, I mean, he literally just went, they were clinched, and Ruiz just said, okay, and just slapped him in the back of the head. And Luis Pabon didn't say a damn thing. All right, so Ruiz starts the fifth round out with a nice double jab to the chest. AJ responds with a nice jab upstairs. Chris Mannix has it 4-0 for AJ. I ain't mad at that scorecard at all. Again, if you were going to give a round so far to Ruiz, it was that third round. That's kind of a swing round. That third round, we're going to call it a swing round. All right, guys? The other 3 rounds so far have been clearly for Anthony Joshua. Not even close, in my opinion. Anyone who says otherwise has an agenda. But there are some anti-Eddie Hearn people out there, and because of that, they will root against AJ. Some of these YouTuber guys, you know, you guys know the people I'm talking about, that just have biases and stuff like that. Gotta just, man, score the fight without bias. Just judge what you're seeing. Right now in the 5th round, both guys doing some good work here, but they're really both just jabbing. But AJ's jab is much better, much crisper. It's doing more damage, and it's more accurate so far, at least in this round. Again, hooking off the jab. Again, Ruiz trying that shot to the back of the head. This time, AJ saw it coming and avoided it. What do British people drink? Beer.
No liquor.
British people watching this. Tiffany's asking, what liquor do you drink?
I like liquor.
Tiffany doesn't like beer. She likes liquor. And she wants to do a shot in honor of the British people watching. So lager. Gin. Oh, yeah, gin, of course.
Oh, yeah,
she likes gin.
favorite.
There you go. She loves gin. Oh, whiskey. Tim says whiskey, of course. But is whiskey Irish? Is
It's
whiskey...
the most popular.
Is whiskey technically Irish or Scottish? Gin, I think, British. You know what I'm saying? Ruiz's cut is opened up again here. A minute left in the 5th round.
Gin and scotch whiskey.
There you go. They drink. So it seems like the answer is everything. British people drink everything. That's why I like British people.
I don't think we have scotch.
We don't have scotch?
I think so.
Because there's whiskey and scotch whiskey. Oh, right hand from Joshua, but Ruiz took it well. It was an arm punch. Good jab to the body from AJ here. Good jab upstairs from AJ that snapped Ruiz's head back. My thing is, if you're team AJ, do that for 8, 9, 10 rounds, then lower the right hand. I think he got a little over anxious and threw it too early because he wants to make a statement. It's clear to me, guy, everyone that's been saying good left hook from AJ in the closing seconds here of this 5th round. Nice left hook that moved Ruiz. Everyone has been saying AJ's like killer instinct is gone, his passion, his desire. I'm not seeing that at all. I'm seeing a guy who's really hungry to make a statement tonight. And by the way, people saying that Ruiz was just going to show up for the payday and he isn't trying to win, that's bullshit too. Ruiz is absolutely trying to win. He's just in there with a better fighter. More and more and more, guys, this is looking like I told you. Ruiz kind of hit the lottery in that first fight. He struck lightning in a bottle. It happens in boxing. That's what makes boxing so great. But if you look at all the technical fundamentals and everything, Ruiz it punches more fluid than Joshua. He's the more naturally born fighter because he started doing it at an earlier age. AJ's a little too muscular, but every other category, every single other category, except maybe for chin, you could argue, AJ's better. He's just a better fighter. MJB Taco says 5-0 Canelo. I love it. That's Adelaide Bird's scorecard. Adelaide Bird hacked Barrios' account. 5-0 Canelo's girlfriend. All right, so yeah, 6th round here. So we're about to hit, after this round, we're at the halfway point. Yeah, we don't have scotch. That's the only thing we don't have in our bar. Chris Mannix has it 5-0 for Joshua. Not a hard fight to score so far. Oh, it just froze up again. Man, DAZN needs to get their shit together for real. Ruiz just jumped with the left hook. Oh, right hand there from... So Ruiz, the reason why that stood out to me, Ruiz jumped with the left. He literally, his feet left the canvas, the front foot anyway. Jumped and missed. That's the lunging in I was talking about on my show. For those of you who didn't watch the Neutral Corner when I broke down how I thought this fight was going to go, I expected Ruiz to start doing that later in the fight. And it's in those desperate moments where he jumps and lunges because he gets desperate because he's so far behind that I think Anthony Joshua has an opportunity to stop him late. I didn't expect him to start lunging like that in the 6th round. Now, Andy hasn't done it since, but he did do it once. And I've seen him do that in the past, early on in his career. He does it when he's feeling a little desperate. So to see him do that once in the 6th round showed me he's starting to feel a little bit of that desperation already. He knows he needs to get back in the fight. Good jab there from AJ. Halfway through the 6th round. Another Joshua round. This round, he's not really dominating, but he's doing the better work. Joshua's missed a few times in this round, though, too. Another jab. Oh, we got a super chat pledge from Rabid Jerry. Says, Michael, keep up the great work, man. Thank you so much, my man. I appreciate it. Salute to you. I'm going to have a sip of Tiffany's Truly in your honor. Thank you very much. More jabs from AJ. And our screen froze again. Jesus. I'm sorry, I couldn't see who said that. Someone said great left hook to the body from AJ. I missed it because my damn screen froze.
Mike, you should do a push-up for every time it freezes.
Oh, man. I wouldn't be able to freaking move my arms. All right, so closing seconds of the 6th round. And we're approaching the point here where Ruiz is going to need a knockout to win. Boy, Luis Pabon's not a good ref. It's just not a very good ref. I will say Ruiz is doing whatever he needs to do. He's gotten a little bit chippy in there. And some people will look at that and say, oh, man, that's not cool. I applaud him for it. That's what he has to do. Again, people got so caught up in the moment of that first fight. By the way, Ruiz in the corner after the 6th round is breathing heavy, really heavy. Oh, good left hook there from Ruiz. They're showing replays of that 6th round. It just didn't have anything on it. They're showing Ruiz's family watching back in California. They're going to be disappointed tonight, man. Anthony Joshua is going to win this fight. But, man, I can't remember what the hell I was talking about. But, yeah, man. Oh, they're showing Canelo. My attention's going all over the place, guys. Anyway, 5-1 AJ, maybe 6-0 AJ. And Ruiz, we're getting to a point now where he's going to need to do something pretty damn dramatic.
Are you going to drink with me?
Oh, Jesus. Tiffany poured another shot. Is this tequila? What is this?
No.
Oh, now we're doing
We
gin
don't
for
have
AJ?
scotch. Sorry, guys.
What is this?
It's gin.
We're doing gin in favor of AJ. So all my UK guys. We did some tequila for all my Mexican guys. Now we're going to do some gin for all my UK guys. Salute. Cent'anni. By the way, we're in the 7th round here. And Ruiz jumped on him, but hasn't really done much. AJ, again, controlling the fight with his jab.
For the record, there's 210 people watching and only 47 likes.
If there's over 200 people watching live right now, you need to hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up. Now. See the thumbs up? Do that to it. And those of you who thumbs down, I'm going to do this to you. Okay. They're in the clinch again. And, oh, you know what? That's what I was talking about. I lost my train of thought. Ruiz is getting a little chippy. Luis Pabon just warned him for kind of hitting on the break. That's what Ruiz has to do. He is in there with a better, technically sound fighter and athlete. He's got to get nasty. He's got to make it an ugly fight. So for some of you fans out there who might be a little frustrated that Ruiz is hitting on the break and hitting him in the back of the head and hitting him in the back, the small of the back and all that, that's what Ruiz has to do.
That's much better. Now we're at 80. Oh.
There we go. Wow. So now we got 80 thumbs. We need to get over 100. Man, AJ just missed again with the right hand. AJ really telegraphs the right hand because he's so desperate to knock Ruiz out. I really think he wants to make a statement. He's telegraphing it.
There we go.
Ruiz just tried a combination there. AJ had his hands up. Go figure. He actually had his hands up and blocked Ruiz's combination. Nice little short right hand from AJ. Ruiz's eyes are getting busted up. AJ just landed a nice right hand and left hook, but he got a little over anxious. I think AJ's got to slow the fuck down. He's trying to knock him out right here, and he needs to slow down. He's got 5 more rounds to go. If you're Ruiz, you want to lure him into this. Ruiz is like, bring it on, man. Try to knock me out, because Ruiz, that's his best chance of victory, is to catch AJ with a counter shot. Big round, though, from AJ. Did a lot of work in this round. And Ruiz's eyes are starting to swell up a little bit. His face is getting a little beat up. You know, it really seems like AJ, you could get inside his head a little bit. I think he gets pissed off by people calling him soft and questioning his heart and his chin. And that's something Vladimir Klitschko had to deal with. Another huge right hand from AJ. He's really starting to fucking bust up Ruiz. Man, this fight's going exactly the way I called it. Holy shit. I get them wrong sometimes, guys, but sometimes I get them right, you know? So you can make an argument it's 7-0 AJ right now. And what you're seeing right now, guys, and I'm going to save all this. I'm going to do a video after this fight. Just giving my immediate thoughts, because a lot of people are going to be pissed off tonight. They're going to have to deal with some harsh realities. A lot of bandwagoners are going to have to deal with some harsh realities. So Akumas says this is a blowout. Absolutely right. Big round from AJ. I still think he needs to slow down and pace himself, but big round from him. Huh?
There's this British guy.
Oh, you can see a British guy in the crowd.
He looks so nerdy.
Clash on the Dunes. Survive says, well, AJ is hungry. Losing was motivation. No shit! I really think, man, look, we saw it with Lennox Lewis. People question his heart, his chin, his balls, his determination, his motivation, his dedication. Same thing with Vladimir Klitschko. Same thing with Anthony Joshua. I've been telling, by the way, since June 2nd, when they were talking about the rematch, I've been saying AJ will win the rematch. By the way, I've also been saying Deontay Wilder is going to beat Tyson Fury February 22nd.
That's in Vegas, right?
In Vegas, unfortunately. Maybe we'll travel for that one. It depends what Doug says. Doug might want to go to that one. February 22nd. Doug might go because that's going to be for the ring belt. All right, 8th round. Almost a minute in. AJ, okay, slow down a little bit. Being smart here. Ruiz has got to start throwing punches. Bro, you're being shut out. Well, now, actually right there, it was Ruiz clinching.
Ruiz
It looks right. So Tiffany, because you guys can't hear her, she just said, because she refuses to mic herself, she said Ruiz looks a little gassed. He does, and there's nothing on his punches, and his face is getting swelled up. When you got a dude that's 4 inches taller than you jabbing the shit out of your eyes, that's gonna happen.
Did the sound just go out?
The sound just went out, which is hilarious, but that doesn't. DAZN's having major issues. We literally just lost sound in the feed. Luis Pabon getting in their face again. Luis, stop making this fight about you and back off and let the fighters fight.
Okay, let me find that.
For some reason, Luis Pabon broke up the action here and took 10 seconds of the fight to make sure he got on camera and made his presence known. Really, there was no reason to do that. Andy Ruiz tried with the left hook there. It was just short. Ruiz is going to have to go for broke here. A minute left in the 8th round. AJ just tried with the right hand and missed badly. A big chopping right hand from Ruiz just landed. Just landed a punch to the back of the head, too. And Luis Pabon said nothing.
I think it's in the studio.
It might be in the studio, yeah. If you get it, just plug it into here. And then you can chat. We can. By the way, guys, carpet's in the studio. And started putting up soundproofing. So hoping to finish that this weekend. All right, 30 seconds left in the 8th round. A lot of missing from both guys in this round, but AJ did land enough jabs to control this round. Ruiz tried there on the inside with some short chop. Oh, Ruiz lands a good left hook. A good left hook from Ruiz off the break, but it didn't do anything because he has no stamina right now, no energy. It was an arm punch. He landed that that punch early in the first fight, but late in this fight, after being softened up, there's nothing on that shot. Ruiz looks really gassed in the corner. Looks a little dejected. He's not going to stop trying. That dude's a warrior, and he's going to keep fighting. I don't think Ruiz won that round. Some of you guys gave that round to Ruiz. Okay, all right.
Why is this cornerman wearing sunglasses?
Is this cornerman really wearing sunglasses? Yes. Harrison Property with the super chat says, has AJ's cut even become worse or opened up more? No, because he has a much better cut, man, because he's paying a lot of money for it. And, baby, they're showing the Povetkin Hunter fight. Dude, our DAZN stream they just started showing the Povetkin Hunter fight. Wow. Okay, we switched to the Spanish feed. Thank you so much, Harrison Property. I appreciate it. But no, AJ's cut is looking good because he paid more money for the cut man. Ruiz's team didn't want to pay the extra money for their cut man to travel. Now, lucky for them, it hasn't been an issue. So some of you guys have given that last round to Ruiz. I don't know about that. I felt that Joshua controlled that round and Ruiz landed one punch at the end of the round. That wasn't enough for me, but okay. I can roll with that. I can go 6-2 AJ. I can also go 7-1. Either way you slice it, on rounds, Ruiz can't win. Ruiz has to get a knockout to it. Romanian Mike just said that in the chat. Completely agree. Nice jab there from AJ, and then immediately clinches. This is good heavyweight boxing from AJ. He's making a lot of fundamental mistakes that a prime Vladimir Klitschko would take advantage of, a prime Lennox Lewis would take advantage of. But against this level of opponent, this is all he needs to do. He's beat better fighters than Ruiz already. He just screwed up in that first fight. Nice, good jab again from AJ. He didn't get full extension because Ruiz dove in, but it was a nice shot. Ruiz just threw a right and a left, but they missed. AJ's starting to see him coming now. Good jab there from AJ. Luis Pabon in the way. All right, they switch camera angles. Good right hand. Nice little right hand there from AJ. It wasn't a whole lot on it, but it gave Ruiz something to think about. Different angle. Chris says AJ's showing he's tired. I don't know. I don't think he's tired. He looks good to me. I think Ruiz is a lot more tired. It's just Ruiz is hungry and he knows he needs a knockout. To me, AJ looks like he could do this all night. He looks good right now. Another little right hand. Nice left hook from AJ. Hooking off the jab like I said he would do. Smart. Fighting a smart fight for a tall guy. I would know. I'm a tall guy myself.
You're a giant.
This dude's giant. He's taller than me. Are you mic'd up?
I am.
Tiffany's mic'd up. Say hi to everyone.
I already did.
You got to talk louder than that. Of course, we got a guy here saying that I'm hating on Ruiz. Nice right hand from Ruiz. Nice right hand. AJ's smiling, but that bothered AJ. AJ's smiling like it didn't do nothing, but that right hand that Ruiz, there was a chopping right hand to the temple, that got in there, and that made him think. Absolutely made him think. I still think AJ clearly won this 9th round, but that was a nice little shot, and Ruiz shows he's still dangerous. And of course, I got people in the chat saying that I'm hating on Ruiz because it's the internet, and that's what happens.
No, it's just because Mike's a hater.
Yeah, I'm either hating someone or loving someone every minute of every day. No, I just tell the truth, and you're just butthurt because I tell the truth about things. It's okay.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Tiffany's in the house. Yeah, 8-1. AJ says, Brady, I agree with you. I don't think AJ got hurt, but hater put on blast. Never enough says my wife is hot. Thank you. I agree.
Thanks.
AJ has 8 more points. Facts. I love it. I'm just reading all you guys' comments here. Great jab there. They're showing some of the replays. I hope they show that shot Ruiz landed. Because they're showing everything that AJ landed, but great
nice
uppercut for AJ.
combo.
Yeah. Again, there was the right hand. So it was a nice chopping. So the thing is, they were on the inside, and Ruiz jumped down or just swung down and landed one, but it was an arm punch and there's nothing on it. So it did get AJ's attention, but it wasn't enough to hurt him. He was not hurt at all. It was actually Ruiz who got hurt in that round. There was a left uppercut that visibly hurt him. Stunned him. How about that? And no, I'm not hating on Ruiz. I'm telling the truth. So just everyone hates hearing the truth anymore. It's Jesus Christ, man. 2019. I can't wait for 2020. Great right hand from Ruiz. Great right hand. He just doesn't have anything on it right now. But he threw a nice long right hand that actually landed, but there just wasn't anything on it. So, okay, we're in the 10th round now, and AJ's up 9 rounds to 1. Or I'm sorry, 8 rounds to 1 through 9 rounds. Now he could start thinking about a knockout. Now, this is where I want to see. Does he want to make a statement late in this fight? Or is he content just boxing and going to the cards? I want to see. Because Ruiz is there's nothing on his punches right now. Ruiz needs to be throwing 100 punches a round. I don't know if Ruiz has thrown more than 20 punches in a round yet, which is really disappointing. He needs to just be going for broke here, and he's not. Ruiz is just standing there looking for one punch. You ain't going to get it off one punch, dude. One punch didn't do it in the first fight. It was a succession of punches, or succession of punches. You got to land combinations, and he's just winding up for one shot. That ain't going to do it. You ain't Deontay Wilder, bro.
Is Wilder Fury the first fight of the 2020?
The first big fight. Wilder Fury is the first big fight of 2020, yeah. But there's fights before that in January. Slow 10th round. It just looks to me like, you know what? Maybe AJ's still thinking about that right hand that Ruiz landed because he's taking his time in this round. Ruiz is coming forward, but he isn't doing a fucking thing.
Yeah.
So it looks to me that Ruiz is content to go the distance and lose on the cards here. He's got to go for broke. Ruiz is only throwing punches when they're in the clinch. He's not throwing from the outside, which tells me he's been hurt by AJ on the outside multiple times. That's why he's not throwing from the outside. He's only throwing on the clinch. Guys, boxers tell you the truth. The truth gets revealed in the ring. Ruiz has been hurt from the outside. That's why he's not throwing punches here. He doesn't want to get knocked out. Ruiz is trying to last the distance without getting knocked out. That's what I'm seeing right now. If you don't believe me, then answer me this. Why isn't Ruiz throwing punches from mid-range or from the outside, knowing he's being shut out? Why isn't he? Because he doesn't want to get knocked out, and he's been hurt a couple times. From a guy who's been in the ring a little bit, trust me.
His energy just looks down.
He's just trying to survive right now. Okay,
I
so
haven't been in the ring, so I wouldn't know.
the last 2 rounds of this fight is just going to be Ruiz trying to survive. I'm telling you guys, this is going the distance, and AJ is going to win a decision, probably 118, 110, 119, 109, somewhere in there. Wouldn't it be crazy if one of these judges gave Ruiz like 5 rounds or some shit? It just wouldn't surprise me.
Adeline Bird would.
Adelaide Bird is Ruiz winning. There's going to be people on Twitter that have this fight a draw. I'm telling you right now. There are going to be people on Twitter that have this fight a draw and bitch about the decision. 2 rounds to go. What you're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is levels. That's all it is. Abraham Hernandez with the Super Chat pledge. Salute to you, sir. Thank you very much, Abraham. I appreciate it. Looks like most of you guys have it 8-2 AJ. I have it 9-1 AJ.
I have it 9-1.
I have it 9 rounds to 1. And really, if you had it 10 rounds to 0, I wouldn't be mad at you.
What would you be mad at?
I'd be mad at 5 rounds to 5. 7-3 AJ from Ryan. Ryan, you're being way too generous to Ruiz. Way too generous. But it is what it is. Right hand there from AJ. Nice jab from AJ. It's pretty much target practice here. Again, Ruiz is only going to punch on the clinch. So if you're AJ, just stay on the outside and throw bombs, dude. Now is your chance to knock this guy out. I don't know if AJ realizes that. He's got a guy in front of him that's trying to survive.
And he's winning, so...
He's winning, so he's just going to be smart, which I think is the smart thing to do, of course. But you got chances here, dude. Line this dude up and throw a punch with bad intentions. Now's the time. He's got to throw a 1-2, though. Because a lot of right hands from AJ have just been a lead right. Dude, set that up. Pow. You know what I'm saying? Blind this dude a little bit. And you know he's going to dip to his right. So jab this way, push him this way, or move him with a hook and throw that right. It's there, dude. I also think the uppercut could get it done. Halfway through this 11th round, guys, there's not a whole lot I can really tell you about the action. It's pretty much just AJ boxing and winning the round. So the only time I really see Ruiz punch hard with any kind of bad intentions is, again, when they're kind of in the clinch in close quarters. I don't see Ruiz working his way in. He's certainly not jabbing his way in.
Ruiz kind of looks like he just gave up.
Yeah, Ruiz looks like he gave up a few rounds ago. But again, we're going to be called haters, but it's just telling the truth here. I don't want to say gave up in a sense that he's going to stop fighting. He ain't going to stop fighting. Andy Ruiz is an absolute warrior. But I think he realizes he can't win. He's going to keep trying, but he looks very dejected to me. Now, I'm curious the reaction to this performance, especially from all the people that said AJ is going to fold and all this. And there's people with agendas and certain motivations behind what they say.
Do you think Ruiz underestimated AJ in the rematch?
Someone asked that in the chat?
No, I'm asking you.
So Tiff's asking, do I think Ruiz...
They can hear me.
Oh, yeah, you're mic'd up. No, I don't. No.
Okay.
He's just in there with a much better fight. He got lucky in the first. It happens. He worked his ass off, and he deserves everything he got. He landed the shots. He took the shots. He won that first fight fair and square, but he's in there with a much better... Andy Ruiz is a very bottom top 10 level fighter. Luis Ortiz might beat Andy Ruiz. They're kind of even. They're number 8, number 9, number 10 heavyweights in the world. Michael Hunter beats Andy Ruiz. They're right there. Alexander Povetkin probably beats him. Anthony Joshua is no less than the 2nd or 3rd best heavyweight in the world right now. And you're just seeing that tonight play out. He fought stupidly in the first fight. In boxing, this isn't basketball. This isn't baseball. This isn't football. This isn't soccer. You can't take 1 second off. He got stupid. He got lazy. It cost him. MJB Taco says 11 rounds to 0 Canelo. I love it.
drink.
We might do one more here. We got one more round to go. This isn't going to be that much action in this round. 12th round. Ruiz needs to throw 120 punches in this round. He won't do it. He can't. If he does, he'll get knocked out. And he knows that.
Even if he does, he's not going to win.
Go for it, man. Go for it. You told everyone you'll die in the ring. That's not what I'm seeing from him. I'm seeing the same inconsistent dude that's been kicked out of gyms for not showing up and for not working out hard. That multiple trainers have passed on this guy. Multiple trainers. Top Rank gladly took $750,000 to sell his contract out. He is who he is. Nice right hand from AJ. Ruiz took it very well. Ruiz has got a beard. I got to tell you.
Lack of discipline?
Absolutely lack of discipline. It's just who he is. And I'm not trying to hate on the guy. He's a great guy. Boxing's a different kind of sport, man. He's another dude that gets by on a natural talent. If he had the work ethic of other guys, Andy Ruiz could be pound for pound #1 right now. If he had the work ethic. If he had the work ethic of AJ, he'd probably be cruiserweight right now. And he'd be the undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. It'd be between him and, well, Usyk moved up to heavyweight. That's what it would be. A minute and 30 left in this 12th round. AJ landed a big right hand, but that wasn't enough. The knockout's not going to happen from the right hand. The knockout's going to happen from an uppercut or a hook. And he's not going to shoot that because Ruiz has countered it well. I'm curious if one of these scorecards will be 120, 108. Anything good in the chat?
Does this win or BB Mute Man wants to know, does this win for AJ make Wilder Joshua more likely?
It makes it less likely. Unfortunately.
Why?
PBC doesn't want to work across the aisle, and they were hoping Ruiz would win so they could do a Wilder-Ruiz fight. That obviously isn't happening now. The uppercut was right there for AJ. He just didn't see it. If he would have thrown an uppercut right there, Ruiz would be on the canvas.
Now Ruiz is trying.
Ruiz is trying now because Ruiz is like, come on, dude, there's 10 seconds left. Where were you the last 36 minutes, bro? So this is pretty much a 119, 109 fight. Tweet that out from there for me.
What?
119, 109 on my scorecard.
I don't have your Twitter.
You don't have my Twitter on there?
Let me see if I do.
So, there's some harsh realities that are going to come from this, guys. And some people are not going to like it. I'm going to lose some subscribers for telling the truth about it. I'm going to lose some followers on Twitter for telling the truth about it. But that's all I can do. Brad DW has an 11-1 AJ. It's exactly how I see it. So, look, I thought maybe late TKO, but what did I say all along? What I've been saying for months, all summer long, all fall, I've been telling you guys that it's going to be AJ decision in the rematch.
What do you want me to tweet?
119, 109 AJ. And then return to go to the next sentence and say, AJ is no less than the third best heavyweight in the world right now. And then another sentence down.
Jesus.
Ruiz is on the bottom of the top 10. You know what? Don't do it. Erase those sentences. Just say, we saw the levels tonight. Two fighters on two very different levels, and then hashtag it. Thanks, babe. We got Victorious with the super chat pledge. He says, this was Boxing Masterclass. Absolutely, brother. Thank you. Thank you for that super chat. But yes, it was a Boxing Masterclass performance. And would I like to have seen him get the stoppage? If you're Team AJ and you want to see him make that statement, yeah. But he didn't need to tonight. Look, it's not like he jabbed and grabbed all night. He boxed. He threw some hard shots. He took a couple shots in the process. This was a beautiful performance. But I don't want people to overrate this performance. Andy Ruiz is not an elite level heavyweight. He's not. He had his 15 minutes of fame. He's not Buster Douglas. He's not that. He's a top 10 heavyweight, but he's not a top 5 heavyweight. He's just not. He's a step below that. So this is how the first fight should have looked. This is what the odds makers and everybody expected in the first fight. And this tonight was just the right script. This was playing out to the right script. Andy Ruiz, and this is why we love boxing, he flipped the script in that first fight. And he caught lightning in a bottle. He landed a hard shot that concussed Anthony Joshua. Joshua tried to recover but couldn't. Wow, it looks like Eddie Hearn's crying. Eddie Hearn is tearing up in the ring. Wow. People who say Eddie Hearn doesn't care about his fighters, I gotta say, I'm gonna call bullshit on that one. Because it looked like he was crying to me when they're announcing AJ as the winner here. It looks like he cares about his fighters a lot. Well, I'd care about him too, because the guy is gonna make you hundreds of millions of dollars. Anyway, that's what the first fight was, guys. And that's what happens in boxing sometimes. So look, I wanna see Andy Ruiz, who made life-changing money, stay under 300 pounds. A month from now, don't be surprised if he's over 300 pounds. I hope that's not the case. I hope he's back, stays under 300 pounds. I hope he gets in there and fights guys like Luis Ortiz, even some of the PBC prospects coming up, and gives those guys a name to build their resume off of. That's what I'd like to see him do. I don't want to see him just fade away after this, take his money and run. That would be shitty. But for Anthony Joshua, there's 3 heavyweights. There's a 3-headed heavyweight monster right now. It's Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua. Now, depending on how you've seen their fights play out over the last couple of years, I don't know, you might have, however you rate them, I don't really give a shit. Because a lot of people feel Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder last year, so they think he's number 1 and Wilder should be number 2. And then since Joshua has a loss, he should be number 3. I'll tell you guys this, and this shouldn't be a controversial statement. Anthony Joshua's resume as a heavyweight is light years better than Deontay Wilder, and even better than Tyson Fury's. He has a better resume. He's fought the better fighters. He's fought more top 10 guys than those two, and beaten better fighters. However, he does have that one loss. And that's why in boxing, you can't take a night off, man. You can't take a night off. It could change your life. So that's that. Anthony Joshua gets the W. He gets his titles back. What happens next? I think he has 2 mandatories. I think with the IBF, it's Kubrat Pulev. And I think with the WBO, it's Alexander Usyk. Now think about this from a business perspective. You're Eddie Hearn. You co-promote Alexander Usyk. Grandpa Bob co-promotes Kubrat Pulev. What you do, if you're Eddie Hearn, is you dump the WBO belt and you have AJ fight Kubrat Pulev, the mandatory for the IBF, and you let Alexander Usyk fight the top available contender for the vacant WBO, so that later in the year, next year, you can have AJ and Usyk unify the titles in London. That's exactly what they're going to do.
That's when we go to London.
And maybe we go to London for that one. Maybe we come out to London for that one, because that'd be pretty damn awesome. That will sell out Wembley. Abraham Hernandez says, nice quote about not taking the night off. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. I appreciate it. It's so, so true. A guy like Andy Ruiz is a dangerous mofo. And Anthony Joshua just took the night off and got lazy, and he got caught. Ruiz was dangerous in this fight up until the last second. And because he's a warrior mentality, tough dude who's never going to give up, he's a dangerous guy. In boxing, you can't take a day off, man. I think Joshua learned that lesson, and he's going to be a better fighter for that now. I'm telling you, man, if we ever see Joshua and Wilder, Joshua's gone through more of these lessons. You look at what he learned from Vladimir Klitschko. You look at what he learned from Andy Ruiz. That's going to pay him dividends if and when he ever fights Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder hasn't been through those lessons. Or if it's Tyson Fury. So we shall see how the story plays out. But I'm telling you guys what you're going to see in 2020. You're going to see Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight in February. And then they're going to do a third fight in the summer or in the fall. Don't shoot the messenger. Those two are going to fight twice next year on pay-per-view on Fox. And then Anthony Joshua is going to fight Kubrat Pulev early next year and then probably unify to get his WBO back against Alexander Usyk late next year. That's how it's going to play out in 2020 in the heavyweight division, folks. At some point, maybe Dillian White finally gets a crack at Deontay Wilder. I don't know. Maybe over the summer, the WBC finally mandates that fight. I'd like to see it. I don't know if that'll happen. But maybe we'll take a couple more questions, and then we're going to bounce out of here, guys. You got anything else in the chat?
Let's see. I thought I saw a question. Thoughts on Joshua versus Usyk by Drake Boxfan.
Drake Boxfan, thoughts on AJ versus Usyk. Look, right, what we saw tonight, AJ boxed very, very well against a stationary target that's not as good as many people think he is. Again, it's not to bash Ruiz. He's just not an elite level fighter. Usyk is. Usyk is way more athletic and fluid than Ruiz. And I don't know if he punches harder, probably doesn't, but he uses angles and spacing better, and his footwork is eons better. That's going to be a close fight, dude. I got to really think about that one. I think Usyk would have a real chance to win a decision victory. What I don't know is, can Usyk take the power from Anthony Joshua? Joshua could possibly hurt Usyk, and that could change the landscape of that fight. That's what we got to see. It's probable that Usyk is going to fight Derek Chisora for the vacant WBO title earlier next year once Eddie tells Joshua to give up the WBO belt. So you're going to see Usyk fight Chisora. Chisora can crack, right? And we'll find out if Usyk can take a real heavyweight punch. If he can, I think he can beat everybody in the division. He won't knock him out, though. Usyk doesn't have the power to knock out Joshua, Fury, or Wilder because he's not a heavyweight. He's a cruiserweight. But he's so gifted, he can fight much bigger guys and beat them with his boxing. Can he take a heavyweight punch? If he can, he could become the heavyweight champion. If he can't, he's going to be like every other cruiserweight, just about. That just fell a little short, man. Moving from flyweight to bantamweight is a big deal, but moving from cruiserweight to heavyweight, guys, that's like moving up 3 divisions. I mean, you think about the weight limit, right? At cruiserweight is 176 to 200. That's a big range. That's 25 pounds. But then heavyweight's anything over 200. So if you were a dude that walked around at 180, 185, fought at cruiserweight, and then you moved up and you're fighting dudes now that are 250, that's huge. That's huge. There's no other leap like that in the sport. That's why you don't see cruiserweight champions become heavyweight champions. The only guy to ever do it was Evander Holyfield. That's it. Other guys have won pieces of titles, but the only guy who became heavyweight champion was Evander Holyfield. You know what I mean? Usyk has a chance. We just got to see, can he take the shot?
Canada Chris wants to know, did the cut bother Ruiz mentally? I don't think so.
Canada Chris asked about the cut for Ruiz. Did it bother him? I don't think so. Ruiz is a warrior. A little blood ain't going to scare him. I think he was in there with a better fighter, and he knew that this time he was in there with a focused guy who had a full training camp, who wasn't going to get stupid and box him smartly. And there was really nothing he could do. Guys, go back and watch the neutral corner from Thursday. Skip ahead past all the stuff, get to the fight preview part where I break down this fight and I tell you what's going to happen. Everything I laid out to you happened tonight, except for the late round stoppage, which I thought was a possibility. If AJ would have thrown some uppercuts, he probably could have did it. Wasn't going to happen from the right. Anyway, Ruiz was just in there with a better fighter. And the lightning in a bottle that he found in the first fight wasn't going to happen twice. You don't win the lottery twice. You win the lottery once. He won the lottery. Good for him. He worked hard for it. And now he can take this newfound fame that he has, and I hope he capitalizes. And I hope that he, can become that gatekeeper level heavyweight for some of the PBC guys to make the prospects to build their name off of in the next couple of years to come up. And he could also make for some entertaining scraps, man. Him versus the Polish kid, Kovnachi, that's going to be entertaining. Those two guys are pretty much at the same level. Ruiz might be slightly ahead of him. Him and Luis Ortiz would be fun as hell. I'd watch that. Him against any of those PBC heavyweights, sign me up for it, man. I'd watch it. Even if it's guys like Gerald Washington and people like that, Dominic Breazeale, I'd watch any of those fights. They'll be entertaining as hell. So I hope he stays busy and fights 3 times a year against those level guys. That's going to be entertaining and fun. You know what I mean? All right, guys. We're gonna drop off here, man. We've been going for 75 minutes.
What is this crowd supposed to do now?
What is this crowd supposed to do? Well, the really, really richest guys that work for the government in this crowd, they're going to go to the strip club and do a bunch of drinking room and having a bran muffin and going to bed. That's Saudi Arabia, folks. On that note,
A bran muffin.
I don't know. I'm just saying, something with not a lot of flavor. All right, guys. I appreciate it. And check out the Neutral Corner Monday. We'll have a whole lot to talk about. I might do a rant video in between talking about this fight.
I thought you said you were going to do one after
I might have to do an immediate reaction video. We'll see. But either way, Monday's going to be a loaded show. We got a lot to review, okay? Because it wasn't just this fight this weekend. There was a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you check it out, guys. I'll see you Monday. I'll see you at the fights.